We're back with our experts from AARP. We have Mark Hensley and Seth Buffelli with us. They're answering your fraud and scam questions. Mark, let's talk about the celebrity imposter scams.
Yeah, so these days, celebrities, athletes, singers, they all have some type of social media fan base. And so criminal scammers take advantage of that by trying to convince fans that they have some special direct access to this celebrity online. And they'll entice them by pay a small fee, you can talk with this celebrity, or they'll create you a personal video. And this message comes out of the blue. So that's the first alert. This came out of the blue. You did not accept, you did not initiate the communication. And it's just another way that these scammers are trying to take your money.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things like you get surprised, like, oh, this is a good idea. Like, I would like to have that video, or I would like to do such and such. But whenever someone solicits you, that really should just send up a red flag no matter what.
And Tanya, one more thing: if you want to give money to a charity that a celebrity supports, do it directly with that charity, not through the celebrity.
Good points. All right. Now, Seth, you're with the AARP National Fraud Alert Watch. This person's asking, how likely do you think the federal government is to step in and take a more assertive stance against scammers in the near future?
Yeah, that's a great question. I often say, it's important to educate and to share awareness of this, but this isn't a problem that we're going to educate our way out of. We really need to legislate as well. And so we're working through AARP at the national level in state legislatures in North Carolina. I know North Carolina has a great relationship with the Attorney General, who's very active on this issue. But just case in point, two of the biggest things that are revolutionizing scams are cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence. And these are two areas where there literally are no laws to protect people. And so we're advocating, we're talking to people up on Capitol Hill. We really need some more protections, because you can literally put your ATM card into a machine at the grocery store and send cryptocurrency to a scammer halfway across the world. Those celebrity scams that Mark's talking about. Now imagine that you get a deep fake video from that celebrity who's talking to you, and how enticing is that? How believable is that? And so the changes in technology are really supercharging this really big problem, and we need our laws to catch up with them.
Yeah. Mark, this is an interesting question. What if a scam person calls a person that has dementia and the person gives out their information, especially their banking account information? What can be done about this?
So I'm speaking directly to loved ones and caregivers of a person who has some type of cognitive impairment, albeit it may be mild. It's incumbent upon you to restrict their access to those types of circumstances. If a phone number shows up, they don't recognize it, tell the loved one, do not answer it. Let them leave a voicemail, and then you can go into your mobile device, most of us have those, and block the number. But teach your loved one about being suspicious about unsolicited calls and about not sharing any information.
Okay. AARP has a couple of different resources. They have like a hotline, they have a website for Fraud Watch Network. What does these kinds of helps do?
Yeah, so really it's about information. So our website is a great place to find articles about breaking scams. There are tip sheets, I think, on over 70 different scams. A lot of the questions we get are, I got this email, it looks suspicious, is it not? So you can look up a tip sheet on that, say it's a timeshare exit scam. You can see all the hallmarks of a scam. There's a map on there. You can put in your zip code. You can find what scams have been reported in your neighborhood. You can sign up for, we do an email alert every other week on a breaking scam. And then also one of the great resources that we have for people who have fallen victim or just want to talk to somebody about something's legitimate or not is an 800 number. It's staffed Monday through Friday by volunteers from across the country. You can talk to somebody if you have fallen victim and you just need to know where to go, who to talk to, if you need some emotional help, because these things are devastating. That's a great resource for people to reach out to as well. A lot of times we get calls from caregivers. They have a parent who's wrapped up saying a romance scam and they just don't know how to get through to them. and our volunteers can help provide you some tools and resources to help you out.
That's good to hear you say that there are people who can kind of help you if you figured out that you have been scammed, because we've got a couple of those kinds of texts that I know are way too lengthy to talk about, but the 800 number is definitely where we need to point them. All right, we're going to take a quick break.